What's up, confessors? What's up, old ladies, crow eaters, brothers and sisters? Season 2, episode 2, Small Tears. Let's get into it. Let me introduce my lovely co-host, Miss Dina, aka Christina.
Hey,
What's
yo,
up, baby?
hey,
How you doing?
girl. Woo, trying to get this food in before we get started. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes, ma'am. Feed the stomach, feed the soul.
feed me, Seymour, feed me.
Feed me.
That's it. It's all gone.
So, trigger warning, everyone, because it is the aftermath of Gemma's essay. So, it wasn't a good one. So, it starts off right then and there. Unser finds Gemma. She looks completely just ran through. Po baby. Just ran through. And
Girl,
yeah, so Unser finds he said he got an anonymous tip and he found her. So he wanted to take her to the hospital, but Jim was like, hell no, we ain't going to no hospital. No. And completely shocking to who she did confide in.
I'm not
I
shocked.
cannot believe it.
I'm not shocked.
Hello, BB baby.
I am not. I'm not shocked at all. Just for the simple fact that um, we already know that Tara was able to keep the hush hush when the Irishman got hurt, right? And regardless of how she feels about her, we know that she's skilled. You know what I'm saying? She knows her shit. So
Yes. But I think
and
she
she
was
just don't
surprised.
want the whole world to know for two reasons. One, she don't want them people to have the satisfaction of hurting Clay. And number two, she don't want to get knocked down off her pedestal or have anybody think that she's less than.
Oh, of course. Of course. Absolutely. What else would she have done? But this moment really is like a staple for these two because since when would Gemma ever think about confiding in Tara? Like when hell freezes over, okay? When hell freezes over. And I think she was just as shocked as anyone else. I mean, look, she's looking at this like, what the hell? Like, what is this? Who is this? And so,
Definitely, she looked at that phone like, why? Yeah, let's just call a thing a thing. She looked at that phone like, why in the hell is Gemma calling me in the wee hours of the night? I ain't got nothing to do with this lady like that. We ain't cool like
like, I
that.
don't fuck with you.
Right. I don't fuck with you like that.
So, but but that alone is like the curiosity. Like, what the
Like, I
hell?
want to know what she actually said because she answers the phone and we know it's Gemma. And then the
Yeah.
next scene, she's Gemma's at her house, you know what I'm saying, and she's taking care of her. But I want to know what was said on the phone. Like, you know how they used to do some of the behind the scenes on like some of the housewife shows or bloopers or uncuts or
Yeah.
unseen footage, blah blah blah, whatever. Yeah, I need to know what was said on that phone call so that I know what made her get up out of bed. Because I don't know if Gemma could have called me and I would have woke up at my sleep next to my fine ass man and got up out the bed to come help her.
But that's your fine ass man, mama. So, what you
No,
gonna do?
but I'm just saying, like, if she didn't want anybody to know, because I'm pretty sure the conversation went, are you with Jax? Yes. I'm in need of medical attention. Come ASAP. Don't tell Jax.
And that's the thing, like right off rip, how you gonna come to me like that and right off the bat, don't tell Jax? Like, first of all, you came to me with this already is enough, regardless of if she knew what happened to Jim or not. For her to be able, like, just that much to be able to go back to Jax and say, your mama just called me, whatever. That would have been enough to raise his eyebrow.
But yeah, she told him it was the hospital though.
Say what?
Remember she said something about, what did you tell Jax, or did you tell Jax? And she was like, oh, I told him it was the hospital. I mean, she is a doctor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
And,
so and she knew, and that's how she knew. Like, she just knew. It's just like the nerve of you.
Right.
Oh, to you.
Like, oh, you don't even like me, but you want me to come save you.
But she knows also that you're not going to do anything to hurt me. You hurt me. You can't hurt me without hurting Jax.
That's true, but I could have rolled over and went to sleep. I could have not answered.
True. True enough. That's fair.
I mean, I didn't dealt with some men's crazy mamas before, and trust and believe, you screw me over one time, you can't never call my phone and ask me for nothing.
Facts.
Not
but
nothing.
Just imagine how humbling she had to be on that phone call to even, because you know she couldn't call her a bitch or anything of that nature like she probably usually would or want to.
And she might have even really humbled herself and was like, look, I know we don't even fuck with each other like that. But this something real serious, you know. I desperately need you to help me. Like, she might have had to grovel and kiss some ass a little bit.
She just might. I
mean, that's why we didn't get to see the phone conversation, because Gemma and Katie Seagal, you know, they kind of was fighting each other and went to the producer saying, you can't show Gemma grovel. So we just cut that scene
out. It would have been a good look anyway.
It would not have been a good look.
Yet. It wasn't her time for that. That's the whole thing. Right. It wasn't her time for that. So when they knew they could not show that would have totally messed up the whole freaking
I'm laughing at BB talking about, I have received calls from people I don't really mess with, and I go just to be nosy and give them the judgment look. Remind me not to call BB for help.
For real.
Because I'm gonna be needing a no judgment zone, okay?
Exactly. For you's a hard woman, girl. You's a hard woman. Real talk.
Oh.
So we wake up from the party.
Ooh, child.
Homecoming, dear Lord Jesus.
This is, what's that TikTok? Oh, we had a time last night.
We had a time last night. Yes, they did. They had a time last night. I mean, goddamn. I'm just like, well, shit, that's how it goes down. I ain't never saw so much crow eater in my life.
Man, and I mean, this was worse than the Vegas one or the Nevada one.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. But I guess you gotta have a homecoming the right way for your own. So it was their own. So,
but what killed me is the whole scene with the girl on Tig, and then he's trying to get to his phone, and the way he just threw her off on the floor, I was like,
damn. Foot and just like he was taking the covers off of him getting out of bed.
Like, you know how you be like, no alarm go off and you throw the covers off and jump up real fast and run to the bathroom so you can shower and shit. Yeah, I was like, damn, he just tossed her like some covers.
But then he told her, I love you.
Right. I was going to bring that up if you didn't. I was like, what? Are you for real?
And he said it so sincere.
Right.
Like he meant it. Like, he ain't never meant it like that. For real.
That was too crazy. It was
and
too
I still don't like him at this moment because, good Lord, yeah. But what really made me mad was, I don't know if I had the picture, but him and oh yep, the way he just was asking him questions like he don't fucking know and he ain't responsible for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see where his head is and stuff. Like he ought to shoot you with that he got in his hand.
But I don't understand. I mean, I know that Opie already did 5 years, and I know that, Stahl set him up to look like a rat. But to me, it even seemed like before then they was questioning Opie's loyalty. It's like they was testing him even before. And so then when the Stahl thing happened last season, it gave them even more cause to test his loyalty or whatever. And then they realized they was wrong. But to me, it seemed like they still constantly
that was
testing
their
him.
own paranoia because
Right.
they were thinking that he was gonna come wanting payback or some type of retaliation or something for him doing that bid for them. So even though it was Wishacalla's fault because he was a punk and left in the getaway car,
Right.
but they whatever. And
right. I mean, granted, it was their own paranoia, but I'm just saying from the jump of the him coming home, they had the paranoia. So then when Stahl came with her shit, it just added fuel to their paranoia.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then it just escalated.
Right.
Cheers.
I don't know. And that was the problem. See, when you in this type of lifestyle, like you're paranoid every day. Like that's just how you gotta live.
But you're not supposed to be paranoid against your own people.
That's that's where the problem lies. That's where the problem lies within this whole situation. They was that paranoid that they didn't trust their own people, that they ended up trying to off him instead of offing his wife, and now all of this is happening. Now people are just being offed for no reason as a casualty to keep up this charade.
Right. And see, BB's like, remember when Opie came out, he wasn't messing with them. He was trying to go straight. Then Jack talked to him to come back to the club. But the whole reason why he was trying to go straight was because of Donna.
That was Clay who was pressuring too. But like you said, Donna was the reason why he didn't go back really. He was trying to, but hey, what could he do?
Right.
And it was like almost inevitable for him, just about, kind of, sort of speak. So yeah, so the body that Jax had altered, Alvarez don't found, and he's pissed. So he calls up Jax and he's like, the Niners off one of my guys. And Clay's like, what are you talking about? And he explains to him that, he was guts out and had the 4 or 5 up for the Niners. So that's what Jax did when he altered the body that Opie had dealt with. So here you go, a whole new bag of bones. So Clay is pissed off. So him and Alvarez chop it up a little bit, and now they don't make some type of arrangement or whatnot. And Alvarez,
you have to admit, there's a whole lot of backstabbing going on with Clay been trying to set one up against the other. Then you got the Nazis, the new Nazis, not the old ones, but the new ones, trying to pit the groups against each other.
Exactly. He's going
like it's like everybody wants a war.
That's all this always is. It's like tough turf. You trying to get to turf. Like Charmin is like a hot piece of ass because everybody wants it.
Right. And that's what I have. I don't like. I still maybe haven't like wrapped my head around or whatever. The fact that The Nords wanted Charming. Now, the crazy thing is that the Mayans and the Niners was okay with whatever territory they had. But then when these outsiders came in, like, we going to run out the Sons of Anarchy, and then you can get a piece of Charming. Now, all of a sudden, y'all was kumbaya for 100 years. Now, everybody want to take everybody out.
Yes, all of a sudden. It's like, what the fuck happened? Like,
Right.
everybody
Y'all
everybody trying to get a piece of the pie, I guess. That's understandable.
You just woke up one morning and got greedy, woke up one morning and chose violence, woke up one morning and decided to be stupid, because nobody wins when there's a war except for the people who make the shit for war. The gun people, hospitals, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Exactly.
nobody is winning, because each side is dropping bodies.
Yes, exactly. So,
and then you got to worry about the police.
There you go. So now Usher takes Gemma's car, and he makes it look like she's been in a whole entire accident.
And that was a beautiful car.
Oh my gosh.
I was like that. Yeah. When I saw, I remember, but I was like, when I saw it again, I was like, that car sure is sexy. Too bad it's finna run off the road like that.
Right. But that's the only thing he could do to sell it.
Yep. And he was right. He was definitely right. And yeah, your face is jacked up. The only way your face could look like that is if you got in a fight with somebody, and then they're gonna want to find the other person, or you got in a fight with an airbag. So
yeah, so she couldn't be mad, because what else could he do?
What else could he do?
What else could he do? You want to sell this? You don't want them to know? Okay, this what you got. You gonna work with this. You got me in this shit. This what you gonna take. I ain't got time. Here you go. He didn't even ask her. He just did that shit. Came
right.
Back
and if memory serves me correct, she come with a big body Cadillac after this, so she ain't hurting.
Yeah, she okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
She okay, all right. Exactly. She gonna be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
So then Samro goes to meet up with, I don't know if they wanted to meet up with the Niners or was it the Mayans. I think it was the Niners, right? They went back and met up with them, and here's Weston being all nosy, taking pictures and trying to be all up in the business, all up in the video. But Unser showed
not all up in the video.
So then Unser shows up too, and he taking pictures of Unser. Now he sees that Unser is all up in this, so Unser can be blackmailed in this. Now, like, poor Unser, he just trying to take his cancerous ass on and sit down somewhere. He is.
But no, even in this scene, to me, it looked like from a distance, Unser really wasn't doing nothing wrong, because he was showing off the Niners, and he did tell Clay about the accident. You know what I'm saying? And since he is the sheriff, and that's his old, Clay's.
But what he was like being the sheriff, running up to Clay, telling, "Oh yeah, about Gemma." So yeah,
right.
That's a good one. Yep.
So if anybody was to be like in court on this day. Well, first of all, I rolled up and these ninjas wasn't supposed to be in my city. Let's start number one. Number two, I was telling Clay his old lady got in a car accident and she at the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So right. In theory, it would look like, he didn't do nothing wrong.
Okay. Suppose that is a good one. So he do got an alibi. But whatever Weston trying to do with it, who knows? Because it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Okay, so what's next on the agenda? Oh, this nanny.
Hold on.
So we got the nanny that enters the chat here. So she is at home taking care of Abel when Gemma comes home into the house or whatnot, and Tara's with her, and she's coming to get Abel to take him, and the nanny's like, what's going on? I'm gonna follow
Mm-hmm.
you. Like, she side eyes herself right away. Like, our ninja senses went up, go
Like,
off.
we know something ain't right. Like, this boy
Okay,
didn't
our
have
ninja senses is
all
going.
the tests that he need. So what is really going on?
Mm-hmm.
But she knew, like, just like she say later on, she's like, I'm gonna ask later because I ain't stupid. Her sister ain't trying to lose her job. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
she's like, I'm gonna ask some questions later
Like,
on.
I ain't dumb. I ain't stupid. I'm gonna collect this check. I'm gonna collect this coin for right now.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, baby, I'm gonna need my tax refund, and it's gonna be in form of you telling me what the fuck is going on.
Mm-hmm. Or you gonna pay me not to ask questions?
Pay me, okay? Because what this is right here is something else. You never know what they up to. So
I don't need nobody breaking up in this house trying to steal Abel and beating up on me.
and
I'm gonna
then
need to know
blaming me
what's
for
going
something.
on.
And then blaming the black woman. Like,
Mm-mm.
no. What I'm not about to do is be a casualty.
Okay, that's for sure. That is definitely for sure.
No, ma'am. That's what we not gonna do tonight, okay? So she's like, looky here, look at that face. Look, she see it right
That's
there.
the concerned black mama face.
Yes, like, what is going on with your face? What happened? You want to come up in here looking like that and take the baby with you? Like, And then and then she overheard the whole story about the car thing. So she's like, so you want to take this baby with you in another car? It's like, it's Tara coming and talk about she a doctor. That don't help, because since when do doctors make house calls all of a sudden?
And drive you around town.
In your attire she's in. It wasn't like she had, she was wearing our regular clothes. Like, come on, black. What's her name? Nita and Annette? One of them, something like that. Like,
yeah, Nita.
Better. She know better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bitch, please. So yeah, so they finally get to the hospital, and that is when Unser had to tell Gemma, like, look, this is what I did to your car. And not only that, Clay and all the boys are right out your goddamn door. So what you gonna do? Like, Unser don't be doing. Unser, like, how did he become sheriff? I wonder sometimes.
No, but he's smart though. He is smart though. But here's the thing. This is charming. And it probably at the time when he became sheriff some 30, 40, 50 years ago. It probably wasn't that hard.
Look,
and probably nobody wanted to do it. You ever notice, like, people be like, dang, how you get the job? Because didn't nobody else want it.
Possibly. I wonder, like, because I wonder what's Unser's backstory. Like, did he live in Charming Kid's whole life?
Yeah, he been in love with Gemma since high school.
Yeah, but he older than Gemma.
So, I don't know how much older.
Unser looked like he older.
He looked like.
I don't know. Okay, what's up to see how old is Unser and how old is Gemma? Look that up.
Okay, because you see how when she was doing her face, she was like, you might want to have a plastic surgeon look at that. Now he became the sheriff when dinosaurs roamed the earth. And that's right about the year Gemma graduated high school.
Baby, I can't stand you. I cannot stand you. Damn it. But yeah, I mean, I just need to know. Like, okay, I'm sure he probably has been there all of his life. What else would he do? Where else would he go? So yeah,
Right.
that's acceptable. So
Yeah, I
now,
mean, these folks act like they don't know how to go on vacation, let alone leave they hometown.
look, look who you're talking to. I left this city since I came on my mama. So
Yeah, well, they need to leave. You know what I'm saying? If you got everything you
I'm
need
trying to
in your
go. I'm
city,
trying to go.
look, if you here's
You
the
know,
thing, if you got everything you need in your city, then okay. But this particular the what they show us does not look like the land of opportunity, okay?
yeah, true.
I mean, unless you want to be a crow eater, a old lady, or a sheriff,
To be a Vietnam vet.
or a junkie.
He had been in his 60s during the show. Yeah, that sounds accurate. But how old is Gemma?
Gemma's in her 60s too. Like we already
I
realized
thought she
that.
was in her 50s.
Well, here's the thing. Jax
Oh,
remember we already figured out Jax is 29.
true.
So if Jax is 29, then Gemma's because she never said she had him in high school. She got married and had him. So let's just say if she had him when she
Wait,
was 20
Thomas. Wait, Thomas is young. Thomas
younger,
is younger than Jax, right?
right?
Okay.
So if she had, let's say, okay, so let's just say Jax is 30. If she had Jax at 25, that would make her 55, which is right along the same age as Unser, because we all know he's been in love with her since high school. He just look old. Some people age poorly, and we all know the Caucasians don't age well.
Right.
There's
True.
no shade, no Caucasian hate. It's just facts.
It's all love. But I just, sometimes I imagine what would the show have been like had Thomas been alive. Like you would have had brother duo. But then I guess that's what we get with the Mayans.
Well,
You
you
know,
would have had you would
yeah,
it would have been I think it would have been like what's his name in Power Book 2, Kane and Drew. It would have been,
I ain't
good.
watched that all the
Oh,
way.
well, you know, at one point they was total opposites and then they kind of merged into being the same person. So,
Oh shit. Okay.
like they had total opposite personalities and then it's like they rubbed off on each other and then they just both became, they was hitters.
Oh shizzle.
So I think
So
that's what would have happened if Thomas and Jax was rolling the streets together. It would be double trouble.
yeah, I would love to have seen this had Thomas been. But then again, if Thomas was in this, then it wouldn't have made Opie's character as important, though. So
Yeah, huh? They could have been the three amigos.
they could have, yeah. They also could have, yeah. I
Because
would.
still think about it, Opie didn't have the greatest upbringing, and I could see back in that time Gemma being very nurturing and keeping her boys close to her and grooming them to be who she wanted them to be. And the fact that Opie's mom was whatever she was at the time, and Piney was in the thing, I could see Gemma like taking him in and doing for him, and you know what I'm saying. The three of them, now you in the triple trouble because you see them three rolling up with they cuts on and they Harleys and all that. I'd be like, y'all better get up out of here.
Yeah. But it would have been a whole different
I mean,
vibe.
it still would have. I think it still would have been different. I just think
But
it would
I
have
would
been.
still love to see it, though, which is the
I think it
thing.
would have been more mayhem with the three of them.
I think if that was the case, probably Thomas would have And Thomas was there. I think they might have. Clay would have been taken out a lot sooner. Just the endless thoughts of what could have been.
Yep.
Oh, it just tickles me. I love it. Okay, so right after Tara has to go do damage control for the shit that Unser don't did, letting the telling them that she's at the hospital. They all roll up on her, trying to see what's up. She's not ready to. Gemma's not ready to see Clay yet or Jax, right? And so she don't want them to tell Clay, Jax, or anybody about it either, because she doesn't want, Lone to win. Right. So Tara goes out there and tells Clay, look, she's got to get more tests done and all this stuff. And I don't know who's long, blah, blah, blah. So right in the midst of that, you see Clay and Jax have their little back and forth. So Clay is pissed since he found out Alvarez about what happened, and he knows.
But he been doing the same thing. Didn't he tell the Mayans where he was gonna be meeting up with the Niners?
Doing all types of shit behind.
When the shootout or whatever happened. So, dude, I'm gonna need you to calm all the way the fuck down, because Jax just did the same shit you've been doing, and he and basically used your shit against you. Like, oh, I made an executive decision.
Yeah, and that's how you see, and you saw how smug Jax was toward him when he said, oh, I just did it for like the greater good of the club. You know how, what that's like. You know basically, how that is. You know how that goes.
Translates to sit down and shut the fuck up, because I know what you're doing, and I just pulled a you on you. That's what that.
We see each other. Okay. Cheers to that. I think I found a new way to drinking, and I like it. I just want to take this moment to say this. What? So, what had happened was, what I did was, so I took a water bottle, and it's one of that has the nozzle, if you drink out of whatever. So I took, how I love my Dole's lemonade, pink lemonade. So I took my Dole's lemonade and I dumped it into here, and then I poured in my Tito's to match it the way I wanted it, so I can. And when you sip, well, for me, when I sip from a straw or anything like that, I get there quicker.
That's what they say. I wonder why that is, because they do say when you drink from a straw, you get drunk faster.
Yeah. So this is kind of equivalent to a straw, and you just don't have to worry about the straw if you have one or not. The nozzle does the trick. So, and plus you can just squeeze it in your mouth, which is very dangerous. Drink responsibly, ladies and gentlemen.
Not very dangerous. Not very dangerous.
And I'm loving it. I was I was gonna have some more wine, but I'm liking this. Yeah. So I'm just you're a cocktail drinker like this, I suggest you try it. It's quite the experience, I assure you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get me one of them little bottles. I want to get me one that's kind of like one of the reusable ones or something like that.
Girl, shit, this is reusable. I reuse it
because I ain't in the habit of trying to reinvent the wheel and spend money over and over again.
Girl, I will switch it up like every week, because you shouldn't drink out of the same plastic for too long. So I'll get like a new one every week if I have one or whatever. But
right.
Girl, I don't find the new thing. I'm so excited.
I remember back in the day when we would go to like baby showers and stuff, we would take the bottles and mix the liquor up, except for, whoever was pregnant couldn't drink. And we'd be sitting there sipping liquor out of bottles all night long. Just throw up.
I don't know if this was just where I was living around that time or whatever, but remember the whole, it had to be an area when we just drunk out of bottles, like just
and walked around with pacifiers like we
walked around with pacifiers. I'm like,
I can't remember. I think that was, what was that, immature? Was it Immature who used to walk around like that, and then we started doing it? The group Immature. Remember Roger?
Okay, hold on. I've never recalled the group Immature doing it. Possibly Lil Don did it.
No, remember in like what was it? House Party 2 or 3.
Yeah, but that was just on the movie. They don't do that like as part of who they are, because I am a diehard
I love Immature too. I'm gonna play I Will Never Lie Again now that we're talking about it as soon as we get off here, because I ain't trying to get you demonetized. But I'm trying to think. It might have been in the movie, but I think people gravitated towards it, or
I think so.
Or if they had a couple episodes on Sister, or they was on some other shows.
Well, because Marcus Houston was Roger,
right? Right. But I really believe that at the time, if they wasn't doing photo shoots or pictures, or it was on the TV or something, I believe that's what it was. Ain't no more food. Lay down. It's gone.
But
it's gone.
So then we get a little taste of Otto, and I'm still liking him looking like this. I told you.
Well, the crazy thing about it is that right when Jax is going to see Otto, that's when Luann got popped by the feds.
Right. So and that's the whole thing. So when Jax goes to see Otto, Otto's like, she needs the money, needs protection, all that. What can you do? Jax is straight up real with him, like, look, tell him I ain't got it. He ain't have it. He ain't have it. He let him know, like, look, he said, we ain't got it. We ain't got that. So he kept it a buck with him. But if he thought of a plan, thinking of a master plan, that's what Jax do. Okay. So he figured, hey, we could just go into the porn business as partner with her, offer her security, get her a new spot, a bigger spot. For that, we split 50-50 and she cancels the debt. So Jax goes to her. He's like, hey, what's goody? Let's do
she thought he was finna kill her.
Well, that was before. Oh. That was before when he went to At first he went to her just to talk to her. That's when she
oh yeah, that's right.
And that's when she told him about Georgie Caruso, played by none other than the infamous Tom Arnold. Good Lord, when I saw Tom Arnold on Sons of Anarchy, I just about flipped my wig.
What is he doing here?
The hell is Tom Arnold doing here? Oh
yeah, that was funny. To me
too. And now we must know that who we are also looking at here hugging Luann, which is the girl that we know is going to cause a lot of bullshit in the future and already has. And now we are also
the one in the pink or the one in the white, because I can't remember.
The one in the pink. The one in the white is God damn it, what's her name? That's the one that's about to get with Opie and marry Opie.
Okay.
God, what's her name? BB, are still here? BB, what's her name? I'm drawing a blank.
Well, that's because we didn't really get no names. Is one of the girls is named Ariana or Adriana, because that's what he said.
That's the girl. That's
okay. Okay.
But Opie's new wife to be, that's her, and this is her first time on the scene, and she is one of Luann's girls. She is in charge of the girls. Okay. Luann is in charge of the girls. So she's in charge of the girls, and they're all upset because this guy, Georgie Caruso, is threatening her and threatening to take her girls and all
No,
of this.
we know Tom Arnold is not a good actor. That's why we confused why he here.
No.
Well, for me,
BB, hold on. I never said he was a good actor. Hold on. Let me tell you, he's never been a good actor. He is crazy, weird in real life. And I actually don't like him because, I am Team Roseanne all the way. And always will be. But no, I never said he was a good actor. I just said I was surprised to see him on Sons of Anarchy. That's it. I never said he was a good actor. Don't put words in my mouth, BB. No. Tom Arnold is not a good actor. Although I loved True Lies. And he's funny in it. But he's funny, not a good actor in it. He's just funny. Anywho, so Luann tells Jax, look, I got this problem. This is what I'm dealing with. If y'all could just give me the money you owe me, we'd be all good. But Jack's like, look, I tell him we ain't got it. So that's when he goes, and PP don't laugh at me. So that's when Sam Crow goes up to Caruso's and decides
the first warning.
Wreck shit. So here they come.
The first warning.
First warning, okay? So they come in, they're nice, they tell them, look, back off, stay away, or it's going to be trouble. So they figured, look, we've scared them. We've got them shaking in their boots a little bit. So that's good enough. We did what we came to do. We goody. So they leave. They bounce. They out. They took care of things. They feeling good. But then, well, wait, there is more. So then Luann comes. She's like, look, my girls are all busted up. What are you going to do? So here she goes, BB, what is her name?
Let me see if I can figure it out.
Just go look it up. It's very quick. And I'm going to be mad when I find. I don't even want to know because I want to figure it out for myself. I feel like I'm going to figure it out at the very fucking. It's killing me. It's unalive me. I'm sorry. YouTube is killing me when you can't say that word. They know the context we're using it in. Anyway, God, what is her name? It's something really simple. Okay, where did Dina just go? Now I gotta look. Call her slut. I cannot. I will not call her that. I will not call her that. Slut.
I don't know what happened. I was trying to click on something and then I was gone. But hold on, y'all.
Layla. Woo! Layla Winston. Jesus. Oh, that makes me feel better. That was hurting me. I can't believe I couldn't figure that out. But yeah, his people messed her all up. So they have to go back to Georgie and let them know what's good. So that's exactly what they do. They come in with bats. Like, I'm like, what is y'all about to do? Y'all really about to mess some shit up. They got
did you get it?
Huh?
Did you figure out her name?
Yeah, I just said it. Layla Winston.
Okay, well, I was over here reading. I wasn't listening, but I was trying to find it too.
It's Winter A. Zoe.
Yeah, that's her real name.
Yeah, that's her real name.
Well, we
But
found it
Viola
out at the same
Winston
time, but I was reading.
is her name. Is her name the Sons of Anarchy. Why does that still not seem right to me? I was gonna call her something different. I would have never remembered it then. I was thinking some other shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't even know why. I was thinking some whole different type of stuff. So yes, come and they take care of him the first time. They got to come back the second time and put him down, and that's what happens.
But that was so funny.
They came in nice and cool. Then they had to come back and get a little disrespectful. That's what
But I remember the funniest part of that was when he was like, look, if we have to come back, it's gonna be Conseco does Georgie. Talking about the baseball. Woo, child. I about fell off the bed.
I had to look that up too at the time because I'm like, what does that mean?
Oh my God, you didn't get it?
No.
Do you know who Jose Canseco is?
Yeah, but I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know.
The Canseco was the bat. The bat does Georgie.
Samsonite. I knew it started with an S. Okay, I get it now. Okay, look. I have been too blowed all my life. I didn't. At the time, I was smoking like 5 blunts a day. Okay.
Okay. We'll forgive you.
Okay.
I'm a sports fanatic, so I immediately got it. Like,
yeah. So of course you would know.
And then he did the motion with the bat.
Gita, that I didn't know, Martin. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
I know, but I'm just saying he did the motion with the bat.
I don't connect the dots. I do not connect dots.
Well, that's why I am here.
And that is why you are here. Exactly. That's the point. See, you got me. Where I lack, you pick up. That's the whole thing. So this is when they decide that they voted for PUSSY, that they would go into partnership with Luann. They are voting for, obviously you see the caption at the bottom.
Right. We're not gonna say it.
We ain't gonna say it. But you see what it is. They all say yay. And look at Clay like, oh, Jesus Christ. That's a total Jesus Christ moment without saying Jesus Christ.
Right.
Period. So then they get together, and here you have the shootout. This shootout was between who? It was the Niners, Mayans, and Sam Crow all mixed together. Sam Crow met up with one of them, and the others shot him up. I can't remember who was who. Who was who? They met up with the Niners, and the Mayans intervened. No, they met up with the Mayans, and the Niners intervened because they gave Niners the guns, right? Because they were saying that because they had Alvarez, they were going to give them to him. Well, they actually gave them to the Niners, I thought. I think so. I think because they're trying to really square shit away because they messed everything up. So in the midst of that, this is when Bobby gets shot and everything. But not only did Bobby get shot then, but Opie did the most ruthless thing he could do. He is walking up to them. You know, he didn't even have his gun drawn at the time, but he just walks up to the open fire and just puts himself just right in the crosshairs it all, and then starts doing that. It was like he really had a death wish.
Yeah, I was just about to say that same thing. It's like he didn't have a care in the world. Not even though he's got the children to live for. I don't think he thinks that he's a great parent on his own or whatnot. And I think in that moment he was just like, if it's my time, I'm gonna go out like a gangster.
Right. But and that's the thing that if that's how he feels, that's messed up that he feels that way because he never gave himself a chance. He's never had to deal with being a father on his own, and when he does, he feel like he's basically a bad example because of what he's doing and how he, has to provide for them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, even though Opie did anything for the club, it's kind of like he still saw it as, look, this is his job. This is how I make my money. This is my lifestyle. And that's how they all really think. But I think it was something different for Opie because he tried to do right. He wanted to. And he probably feels, and I would even more at this point want to not be in this because look what happened to my wife because of this, but now he's like completely in it and he cannot get out at this point. It's what it is. So Zobel's being a little sneaky right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was on the phone with Alvarez and he's talking to him, telling him this, that, and the third behind Weston's back, and Weston don't even know what's going on. You can just look at him. He just looked like he just a follower back there. I don't know what he's doing on the computer, but yeah.
Like he just happy to have some friends.
Yep, someone on his side that he can be in cahoots with against the Suns. That's all he care about. Just got a hard on for getting rid of the Suns like everyone else. I don't know what is the satisfaction of it all. Ooh, Jax looks so good right here. Look, I forgot what he was talking about right here. I just can't stop looking at him.
Jeez. Where's your nose? Go refocus, focus, recalculating. Where's your nose?
Oh, I really don't remember. I don't think I wrote a note for that, honestly. But let's see, what could that have been about? I don't know, but it don't matter. We just look at them and take that for what it is. But of course, he's mad because the result of Jax going on his own and making that call, it don't got Bobby shot.
Right.
And the whole shootout happened. So that's what he mad about right there.
Yeah, but he didn't have a problem with setting it up before, and he knew the Niners was gonna come and mess with the Mayans, and that's when he was supposed to, Trig, whatever the boy's name is, was supposed to come take out Opie.
Yeah. I mean, see, that's the thing. And that is the constant. That's a constant poll question. Like, who was a better president, Clay or Jax? But I feel it's an unfair question because when Jax became president, that's when Clay went rogue and all that stuff to mess
And he was trying to clean up a lot of Clay's messes.
And that, Jax was kind of like the Obama. He had to come up and clean up all of Bush's shit.
He needed 2 terms to clean up all of Clay's bullshit.
And, but look how he had to. The only way to do it, and then look what happened at the very end. It's like, that's how much Clay had them deep into this.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only way out. And it's really screwed up. Really screwed up. It's inevitable to make all the things happen. It just really is. So then after all is said and done, at the end of we've got mother and son. Look at him catering to her. She's all boo-hoo, and she's on the rooftop crying her eyes out. And there he is taking care of her. Where the fuck is Clay? Because he should have been up there with her or some shit like that.
Well, she's not trying to appear weak to Clay because technically it was a car accident, but I think I can't remember how many episodes down the line it gets figured out.
Yeah, it gets figured out this like maybe like the third from the finale, something like that. Because I
Yeah.
her and her and Tara go to her house, and Jax and Clay show up, and they tell them they're in a little room or whatnot. Yeah, I remember that scene. Either Clay was about the money and power. Jax was delusional and thought they could become a schoolhouse club. Not the schoolhouse club. A schoolhouse club? Really?
Not back to the elementary club.
Damn, Schoolhouse Rock. That's where we at. Jeez, that's rough. That's rough. It's rough. But yeah, and that's how that episode ended, with them on the rooftop. And that was how that went. So I want to try doing something new and see if I can find a description of next week's episode.
Oh,
And see what we got coming up.
Sons of Anarchy. Okay, so there will be episode 3, right?
Yeah.
And all it does is say
the league takes bold new steps into the quest to undermine Sam Crow.
And that's them other people, right?
Clay and Gemma struggle to communicate. Tara receives a crash course in how to lay claim to her man. This is that episode.
Yeah, that episode.
I don't know why I'm so obsessed with knowing when this episode, but I know this has got to be the episode. So yeah, so that's what we have to look forward to next week.
All right. Well, I'm ready.
All right. Well, everyone, thank you. We have completed season 2, episode 2, Small Tears in the books. We got through it.
We have to make an announcement that there's no Crazy in Love this week because they did not drop an episode on Sunday. So they said that they'll be back next Sunday, January 8th, and then we will be back on the 10th to review that episode. But I'm not going to change the little thing until I can't change it till tomorrow at 9:00. So Yeah. But I did change the picture that says returns January 8th. So hopefully that'll let everybody know.
That'll do what it do. Well, all right. Catch us next this Saturday for part 2 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Ooh, this one about to be a doozy, let me tell you.
Right.
And of course, is it this Friday we're back? Saturday, whatever, we're back for Ready to Love?
Yeah, I don't know the time. Yeah, I don't know if we're doing it Friday night or Saturday morning. I don't know. To be determined. But Ready to Love does come back.
And we will be on Kamisha Reviews channel. So catch us there for all the fun and shenanigans with some other great content creators. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next time. Boy, we out this nasty thing.